Solitude is a profoundly human experience, one that transcends all cultural, age, or social boundaries. It can emerge when you are physically alone, but also in a room full of people, among friends, or even within your closest relationships. At some point in life, you are likely to encounter it. In fact, it's a fundamental truth. You are a social being, naturally inclined towards connection and interaction. This innate drive often leads you to believe that the solution to loneliness is external, that you need someone, something, or some event to fill the emptiness you feel inside. However, the true remedy for loneliness is more complex. While it's tempting to see loneliness as something that can only be alleviated by others' presence, relying on external sources for validation and comfort can leave you vulnerable. Continuously seeking out people to escape the feeling of being alone can prevent you from addressing the root causes of your loneliness. This creates a cycle of dependency where you become not only disconnected from yourself but also unable to find peace without external affirmation. Paradoxically, the real solution to loneliness lies not in shunning solitude but in embracing it. Solitude is often misunderstood as loneliness, yet it holds a power that many overlook. In solitude, you have the opportunity to discover who you are beneath societal expectations and the roles you play. Alone, you can listen to your inner voice, the one often drowned out by the world's noise. You might avoid being alone because it compels you to confront uncomfortable emotions, fears, or doubts. However, these are the very emotions that need to be faced for growth to occur. When you stop fearing solitude and start treating it as a space for healing, self-reflection, and discovery, your relationship with loneliness transforms. Essentially, loneliness is a cry from within, not about the absence of external company, but rather the lack of connection to your own inner self. You might spend so much time filling your life with distractions, be it social media, entertainment, or constant socializing, that you forget to cultivate a relationship with yourself. Losing touch with your own thoughts, desires, and needs can leave you feeling lost even among others. Thus, the cure for loneliness is not found in crowded rooms or endless conversations, but in quiet moments of simply being. In these moments of solitude, you can strip away superficial layers of who you think you should be and understand who you truly are, free from the distractions and noise of the outside world. By confronting your inner struggles, fears, and desires, you engage in profound healing. Consider this: loneliness is not the absence of people but the absence of connection, especially the connection you have with yourself. The deeper this connection, the more you can stand independently without constant validation from others. You become less reliant on people's presence to feel complete. One of the most liberating realizations is that you can be alone and still content, finding comfort in solitude instead of suffering. This realization doesn't happen overnight and is often met with resistance. The modern world bombards you with messages that equate solitude with incompleteness, promoting happiness as found only in relationships, friendships, and social approval. While these connections are important, they are not the whole picture. The truth is, the relationship with yourself is the most crucial one you'll ever have. If neglected, no amount of external interaction will fill the void. In moments of solitude, you begin nurturing this relationship. Spend time alone not as an escape, but as a way to reconnect with yourself. There's a difference between isolating yourself to avoid discomfort and choosing solitude to explore your inner world. Solitude isn't about shutting the world out, but creating space to let your true self in. Alone, you are free from others' expectations, able to think, reflect, and dream without judgment. You can explore your passions, fears, memories, and goals, learning to enjoy your own company and finding joy in simple pleasures that don't require anyone else's approval or presence. This is where loneliness transforms into solitude, where what once felt like emptiness becomes a source of fulfillment and growth. The journey into solitude is not always easy. Initially, it can be uncomfortable, even painful. The silence can be deafening when you're used to constant noise, and the lack of distraction can bring long-buried emotions to the surface. But it is precisely in these moments that you do the most important work, healing the parts of yourself that cry out for attention. Facing these emotions head-on allows you to release unresolved feelings, traumas, and insecurities. Through confronting and letting go, you make space for clarity and inner peace. The more comfortable you become with solitude, the less lonely you feel. You begin to realize that you are enough just as you are, and that while the company of others is important, it is not necessary for your happiness. You develop a sense of independence and inner strength, enabling you to navigate the world with confidence. You no longer seek relationships out of fear of being alone, but rather from a place of fullness. You choose connections that complement your life instead of filling a void. True freedom comes with the understanding that your worth isn't defined by the number of people around you or the attention you receive, but by the relationship you have with yourself. Solitude allows you to reclaim your sense of self, to remember that you are whole and complete on your own. It is in this space of self-discovery that you find purpose, passion, and peace. So, if you are struggling with loneliness, know that the cure is not outside of you. It's not found in other people, distractions, or filling your life with noise. The cure is within you, found in quiet moments when you allow yourself to be alone with your thoughts, feelings, and soul. It is in embracing solitude as a time for healing, reflection, and self-love.